Creator, I got a super dope and quick Mac tip for you that can probably save your bacon if you do any type of higher speed connectivity to the internet. We're talking live streams, as I do, Zoom calls and conferences and such, as I do, running webinars and such, as I do, sneaking in a little video game time here and there, as I do, uploading a YouTube video, moving files to and fro from Google Drive, Dropbox, Box, so forth, and etc. But before I dive into this tip, please, I'm gonna need you to listen to my TED Talk for just a wee second because it's kind of funny. I will, for the love of whatever, I will put chapters so you can jump straight down to the good in case you don't care, but do me a favor, just listen to my TED Talk. I promise I'll keep it short. In my last couple of videos, I've been telling everybody, hey, you need to journal. And today on our podcast, we were talking about journaling a little bit as a pick of the week because I think journaling is important. It's a good way. It's a good self-care. It's a good mental health situation. It's good therapy. It really does help my ADD brain, so forth, so on, etc. And I found the other day when I was cleaning a old red Moleskine, yes, I said the Italian way, of some stuff that I had in my book. And Mary Lou, my podcast host on Creators Unstuck, link down in the description, her being super funny, Miss Luniverse, she said, I'll just bust a random page and read what's on there. So I pulled up this page and it had a bunch of video ideas that I wrote down like 4 years ago. And in yesterday's video, I talked about not making those videos at the time the idea come to you and how time can get away or life gets in the way and you never make that video. And so you have tons of ideas you already thought of and you never made those videos because you just kind of skip past it. And she said, I'm gonna need that video on my desk by the end of the day. Challenge accepted, Mary Lou. Okay, so here it is. When you are setting up your Mac, oftentimes you're a person who grabs your computer and you go, and when you come back home, you might put it in the dock and plug it in, and you think you're plugging in your Ethernet cable, but you might not be getting the fastest speed possible. Why? Because in your network settings and system preferences, or they now call it system settings, I'm an OG Mac person, there is something known as network order. And if you've never looked at it and you haven't set it, it doesn't necessarily grab the fastest one all the time. It's supposed to by default, but sometimes things can go haywire. A lot of times for me, because I travel, I find that the hotels and ebbing back and forth from public Wi-Fi's can oftentimes screw up your service order. So you want to go and check it and make sure you have it set exactly the way you want. So now the trainer doc, that other dude, he's going to pop in and show you how it's done. Here we are in network preferences, which of course is part of system settings. You want to go down to network and remember that here it is alphabetical. Yes, but you can also just type in network and it will bring you right to this page, which we already are. Okay, now I want you to notice that I have a 10 gig network, is known as 10 GBE. That means that when I'm editing video, it's just fast as all get. There's also the 1 GBE, aka standard gigabit Ethernet, which most of you guys have. Some of you guys might have 2.5, depending on when you purchase your computer. And then at the bottom, we have Wi-Fi. And if I'm using Speedify or Surfshark, my VPN would kick in. But what I want you to notice is if I scroll down here to the bottom and click on these 3 little dots, there is something that says set the service order. So here you can specify which parts come first. So if you drag it up, I'll put the 10 dBE first. I can put the TS4 second, and then I can put the Wi-Fi third. Ooh, he went out of order. Now, occasionally I do have a USB thing that I might plug in sometimes, so I can put that there. My main goal is not to have the Wi-Fi on top. I want Wi-Fi to trigger last. And just by moving these guys around and setting your service order, you can ensure that your connection will always connect to the fastest things first. And all you need to do to pick one up is pick it up, drag it around, and rearrange it. Now, you can tell I do a lot of testing on this machine, so I have a lot more than you'll probably ever see. But the main thing is that you put your fastest one on top. In my particular case, it will always be my 10 GBE because it's just quick like that. As you can see, setting your network service order is super simple. And I swear to you, this tip can save you a lot of hassle because oftentimes I've gone to do a Zoom call with, say, Twit, and in the tech check, they say, hey, check your info in Zoom. There's a special screen you can go to and it says you're connected to Wi-Fi. And that's why you're struggling. And I know there's going to be somebody in the comments that says, I do it on Wi-Fi all the time. Cool. That's also like saying you drive drunk all the time. Just because it works doesn't mean you should. Trust me on this one. You want to hardwire whenever possible. Now, if you live in a space where you can't hardwire, let me know down in the comments below so I can give you a couple tips on that. And it is something that you should probably look into. So let me just tell you now that the algorithm is going to show you another video that I think you should watch, and I kind of agree with them. See, I told you this one was going to be short. And take that, Mary Lou.
I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, it's 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything. Now you be surprised at the info you get is by letting them talk, so I'm letting them talk. Gotta keep quiet, maneuver inside.